The artifact hunt continues, random Meso Sacks return, 5-part Chaos Patch, new party class, new pirate class, revival of the Saint Savior, and Spadow has retired. This is Inside Maple. Yeah, this is another webcam episode just directly because I have had a lot of stuff happen recently within the past week to stop me from editing. It's getting down to the wire. I'm saying screw it, I'm just uploading this. I have notes. Let's get this over with. And the first thing is that the Ancient Artifact has returned. The Ancient Artifact Hunt has returned and follows the same procedures as before. Never participated in before. Pretty much you hunt monsters, you collect the drops, you get points. You can sometimes find a valuable item, turn that into Gaga or whoever requires it, and you get major bonus points. However, you stay in the top 10 of your server for a week, you will have a chance to have a permanent version of the artifact hat or the artifact glasses. I don't know if it does both, or it might just do one, I'm not entirely sure. But to add to this, to double your chances of staying in the top 10 for a week, they have also added a 2x point card to the cash shop for some various amount. I don't know, but the card and the event run until June 28th. The next event is that the random Meso Sacks have returned. The 3 sacks are in each... there are 3 sacks in each one. There are 3 sacks, and in each one, it will give a various amount of Meso. Don't know if I have that written down, and I don't really care. Please note that the amount of... Oh, yeah. The amount is random. You will not be given the direct amount for the max each time. You have a chance of getting almost nothing, middle grade, and then very high grade. Chances of getting anything middle and high is very low, so this is a huge gamble. I don't recommend doing it, but if you wanted to go for it and have the NX waste, I say go for it. The event runs until June 14th, which is about 5 more days from now, so you have 5 more days to go gamble. Goodbye, Vegas. Anyways, to continue on, the Chaos Patch is going to be coming this month. The date's going to be around the 30th, somewhere in there. There is no exact confirmation, but that's what everything is really hinting towards. It's, you know, like I said, not an exact thing, so don't take my word for it. There's a chance it could be pushed back until July. I don't know whether or not I will be in a test beta for this because of my account banning. We will find out when the time comes. I have no idea when test beta even is, if there's even going to be a test beta for this. But there is going to be 5 parts for this. As far as I am aware of, it should go in this following order. It will be the hero changes, followed by the item crafting revamp, and then it will be the PvP system. It could, after that, be the Ice Knight, and then whatever GMS exclusive content we get. The GMS exclusive content is unknown at this time. However, I am going to go ahead and off the limb and say it could be the return of the Alien Visitor Party Quest, or it could be a New Leaf City expansion. It's going to be one of those two because, as far as I'm aware of, the Alien Party Quest is no longer in any other version, so this could be a GMS exclusive of it having its return. And if it's New Leaf City, obviously we'd be getting that part first, since GMS is the design team for it, as far as I know. I don't know if that role was passed on to KMS or not. But after this is the fact that KMS Party Quest, has changed to Party Quest. So we will get these changes near the end of the year, early next year, somewhere in there. Wintertime, springtime patch, more than likely for us. It's old news, but it's something I didn't really talk about. But the quick rundown is that the Moon Bunny's Rice Cake, the first accompaniment, the Cracked Dimension Party Quests are now recommended for levels 20 to 69. The Forest of Poison Fog, the Sign of the Goddess, which is the Orbis Party Quest, the Romeo and Juliet, and the Pirate Party Quests are now recommended for levels 70 to 119. The Hob King Party Quest and the Dragon Rider Party Quest are recommended for levels 120 and higher. There are also 3 new party quests added, which is the Ice Knight's Curse, which is for levels 30 to 69, Kenta and Danger, which is for levels 120 and higher, and Prison Break, which is for levels 120 and higher. A brief rundown for these is that the Kenta and Danger is a series of 4 stages. Kill the monsters, everyone has the ability to swim, including the monsters. Then the final stage, you fight the boss monster, which should be Pionus, and you get a reward called Kenta's Goggles. The next party quest is the Prison Break Party Quest, which features 2 jump quests, monster bashing, a maze, and finally slaying our favorite Lion King. I almost want to start singing Circle of Life, but I won't. And Overall, the party quest consists of a total of 7 stages, and the reward is a Van Leon Knox belt, which has several stats. Links for the goggles and the belts will be in the description below, wherever it looks like I'm pointing. Oh, that looks really bad. Never mind. And the new party quest finally is the Ice Knight's Curse. And it's just like the Hall Party quest. So, pretty much, if you haven't done the Hall Party quest, you escort an NPC to their destination and fight a boss monster. The reward for this will be a pair of earrings and shoes, or one or another, I'm not entirely sure. And then there's actually some changes overall for the party quests. Let's see, such as, okay, there's now a progress meter. Objects that need to be dropped or hit are now replaced by NPCs that simply need to be clicked on. Jump quests now only need one person to complete them. Only the final stage gives experience now, unless there are monster kills. And there is a new system for the party quests. That pretty much will be that monsters' levels are based on your party's average level. So it's best now to have your levels similar or very close to, or very close together to make sure things go well and not everyone gets slaughtered just on the first stage. So goodbye levels 20 to level 20 and 30 players. It's going to be focused now on playing with people your level. It's going to be more team oriented now, I think. And next is the fact that in KMST there is a new Canon Shooter class, which is another subsection of the Pirate class. I don't think they are a hero class. They don't have the hero banner. They don't have the hero ID. They are just a normal adventurer, so they should be able to do the Crimsonwood party quest, just as a heads up. They use an arm cannon to attack, which kind of almost reminds me of Mega Man. Oh dear lord. Capcom, sue them. But no, I do not. But since they use a cannon, I don't know if they use bullets. They might use a different type, or they might just not use them at all. I have no clue, since all I've seen of this class is video. I haven't translated the skills or anything of the sort. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. And that it's overall the class is not really overpowered as far as I'm seeing. It's more that they sacrifice speed for power. You can't really have, a whole bunch of speed and a whole bunch of power. That would make it totally OP, but since they have more power than speed, they're a relatively slow class. So they, it's kind of like seeing it as a tank. They can do so much damage, but to make up for it, they are really, really slow. It's pretty much like a warrior. Just a long-range warrior. Oh my god, I did not think of that till now. Anyways, before I think of this anymore, next is the revival of the Saint Savior. And as I have written down, simply talk to Cassandra and hunt monsters your level to purify them, 500 to be exact. Once you've done so, hit the regular attack key, and bam, experience and a nice buff. If you also attend the event 10 days in a row, you get a reward upon starting the 3rd day and continuing on to the 10th. To go with this, Ergoth has appeared in the hunting grounds, and he's now, if he's near your level, kill the sap. Why? Because you have a chance to get one of the prizes from the box he gets, which is a various weapons scroll, potion, advanced equipment enhancement scroll, I think a special potential scroll. I'm gonna have to double check. I will post this information in the underbar. And finally, 2 things actually, not finally. The next is that there will be a 2 times event this weekend, running from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 to 5 Mountain Standard Time, 4 to 6 Central Standard Time, and 5 to 7 Eastern Standard Time, and then another at 6 to 8 Pacific Standard Time, 7 to 9 Mountain Standard Time, 8 to 10 Central Standard Time, and 9 to 11 Eastern Standard Time, on both days. So there will be two times events on Saturday and Sunday, from 2 to 4 Pacific and 6 to 8 Pacific. So I will post the link down below in the description bar for people who got confused by that, because it didn't make much sense in my head either. And finally is the news that Spadow is taking a break, possibly permanently, from doing his blog. So this is kind of, sad news for me, because Spadow's blogs were really, they weren't bad. They were actually fairly detailed and helped, tell a lot of what was coming. this does cut down one of the information sources I have, but this is where the community comes in. This is where, you know, I rely on Basil, I rely on any other blog there is, I rely on, you know, North Perry, sorry, not South. And, you know, I'm gonna have to start looking somewhere else, but this is a really sad day, really sad day, because Spadow, you know, translated this all pretty much for us. So it's going to be a lot harder for, you know, people who want to look ahead to see what's coming without a proper translation. You know, I'm not going to say he shouldn't do it. He should do it for the, you know, for his reasons posted, that, you know, his life is catching up. You know, he needs to move on with his life. You know, he should do that. He shouldn't focus solely on his blog. So, you know, Spadow, if you're watching, I wish you luck with whatever you do. You know, you helped everyone with your postings and whatnot. Your source of information was very valuable, and, you know, like I said, I'll say it again, I wish you luck in whatever you do. Anyways, that will wrap this up for this episode of Inside Maple. I'm sorry I couldn't make the official episode with the whole new intro and whatnot, but I was busy for this last week. Monday was my chance for editing. I was hoping to do it all on Tuesday, but everything came up, and then yesterday I got kidnapped, and, you know, all this happened. So I will hopefully have an official episode up soon. Anyways, before I continue rambling on, this is it. This is the end. I am done. I will see you guys later. I'm done. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Inside Maple.